follow Winterfest. The guys at Winterfest have asked me to talk to you about spiritual disciplines. I understand you guys are studying spiritual disciplines for the year, and I think that's great because they are essential to your relationship with God and your walk and growing in your faith. Speaking of faith, that's the discipline that I'd like to talk about today. Faith is the reason you choose to develop spiritual disciplines. And when you choose to develop your spiritual disciplines, you grow in your faith. So it's kind of a circle and a cycle that works together. In Hebrews 11:1, it tells us that faith is being sure of the things we hope for and certain of the things we do not see. So how do we do that? Are we really sure of the things that we hope for? And are we really certain of the things that we don't see? Not all of us, and we need to be willing to admit that. So, how do we develop that discipline? Grow in our faith. We grow in our faith by developing our spiritual disciplines. With faith, it tells us in 1 Timothy 6:11 and in 2 Timothy 2:22 that we should pursue faith, righteousness, hope, love. So it's something we need to pursue. It's an action. It requires for us to move, to do, to be. So how do we do that? Well, we have examples in Scripture. In Hebrews 11, it tells us by faith, Abel offered a better sacrifice than Cain. By faith, Noah built the ark when there was no rain, flood, water. By faith, Abraham left his family and went to pursue what God told him to pursue. By faith, Abraham offered Isaac as a sacrifice, knowing that God could raise the dead, and believing that he would be blessed by following God's will. So how do we do that today? Is there a relationship that you need to sacrifice? Is there a friend that you know is doing something that you need to be willing to say, that's not right? Is there a behavior or something in your life that you're doing and you know is wrong and you need to stop? By doing that, saying the hard thing to your friend, stopping a behavior that you're comfortable with but knowing is wrong, is an act of faith. It's believing that God will do what He says He will do, and that is bless those who surrender to Him, who are obedient to His will and His desires. When you do that, you see that God is faithful, that He is a just God, and that He honors you and He blesses you in that. My encouragement to you guys is to pick something in your life that God has put on your heart that you need to turn over, give over to Him in faith, and allow Him to show you that He loves you and that He is taking care of you and that He is actively involved in your life and that you're important to Him. So as you go through developing your spiritual disciplines, and as you learn what those are and start practicing those and incorporating those into your life, I pray that you will have the eyes to see how God is richly blessing you in these disciplines.